this is a wonderful moment for me as we have a Toastmaster member to talk about his Toastmaster journey in his icebreaker speech. How many of you ever heard that in icebreaker speech? It's all about me, 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 me. It's nothing about other things. Joe, I have the pleasure to evaluate you today about your speech. How did you get here, particularly with Toastmasters? I love your engagement with the audience when you first started out, saying at the get-go, you walk towards them, you welcome them, and you try to use your open gesture, open eye, say, I'm here now. Here, let me tell you how I get here. So there's a present, then a past. You declare it very clearly. I like that you use a story and also you're experiencing in church as a preacher giving a sermon.
Mm-hmm.
So
just once.
Just once, but it still counts. I have done that myself. And there's this public speaking when you talk to, I don't know, hundreds or thousands of audience in a sermon. People talking to a stranger is difficult, especially for a lot of us. That's why we're here, especially to learn. And as I will get to David's speech later, yours shows a very great learning journey, and David shows about how not to fail. So there's a stark contrast between the two, between your speech. Again, going back to you, Joe, I like the summary on your lessons learned. You point out 3 points. Learning, always learn how to learn, how and what we need to learn. Number 2, you want to break out from your comfort zones. And number 3, confident humility. And we all heard about how to be humble, how to take humility, but you got to be confident too. You don't want to be ashamed about it. I like you use a lot of good examples in your lessons learned in Toastmasters, especially on what you're at. You mentioned sales and marketing. That is a field that require a lot of engagement compared to other, say, technical professional like engineer. Between Matthew and myself, we don't necessarily talk a lot, we do a lot. Does it get it? But it is important to communicate. And you leave a great question towards the end. How can Toastmasters teach us to meet our goal? And that's the reason why we're here. Not just this is Matt's job. It's our job. Take our responsibility to allow Toastmasters to help us. Going to your suggestions. First, your body movement. And you noticed when you first start your speech, you walk all the way there, and I was struggling holding the camera, trying to point you. So the video might turn out bad. But I like it how you walk towards the audience. But remember, you're facing your back to the audience too when you walk by them. I did it last Monday when I was walking down in aisle on my speech. And I remember when I back off, you do that. You don't never turn your back to the audience, because you want to always engage them. The other thing is, I like you have a great examples, but perhaps you can structure them more clearly on example number 1, number 2, number 3, just like your lessons learned, the 3 points that you have. Structure the similarly on your story. So you can say learning, and then provide an example or your personal story, how you learn. How do you break out for your comfort zone, Joe? And how do you fail or use confident humility in your example? Make it relevant. These are my only suggestions. As a first speech, you did a fantastic job. I look forward to your future speech as well. Mr. Evaluator.